Hello and welcome back to another video on the Wrestle Plate and to Extreme Rules 2021 out of 10. Another WWE pay-per-view has arrived and yeah, it's an intriguing one. Lots of good matches on there. Roman Reigns v Finn Balor, Becky, Bianca, all of that. And on the pre-show, it's a shame this wasn't on the main card, but Liv Morgan defeated Carmella, basically what we expected. But let's get into the main card. The New Day kicked off against Bobby Lashley, AJ and Omos. Kind of came out of nowhere. This AJ kicked off the first match with Xavier Woods. Styles locked in a calf crasher early on, but Woods managed to reach out. The WWE Champion then came in and took AJ down before Lashley was tagged in. Lashley started unloading on WWE Champ before Big E took him to the corner and New Day isolated the Almighty. Lashley was sent outside the ring before AJ and Omos made sure they went back. And Omos was dominating in the ring and knocked Kofi around. Kofi was alone with both Woods and E down at ringside. Woods managed to come back in and got the tag before getting near for on Lashley. Big E was back on the apron and Styles was legal. E pushed Lashley off the apron before Omos came in. However, Big E got near for with a sit-up powerbomb before hitting a combined finisher with Kofi on AJ, but Lashley broke the pin attempt and dragged AJ to the corner. Lashley went for a spear before Woods dodged it. Back in the ring, Lashley was going for another spear, but AJ stole the tag from him. Lashley ran in the ring and speared Styles before Big E caught in the big ending for the win. Yeah, I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. Hasty arranged match. It's a shame this wasn't promoted, but yeah, it was a fun little match. I'll give it 7 out of 10. It kind of did the job of protecting Styles and Lashley and Omos. But yeah, Big E and the New Day kind of had to get the win here. Next up was the Usos versus the Street Profits. Jimmy and Dawkins started off the match and the Usos took early control before Montez was tagged in and sent Jimmy and Jay over the apron. Back in the ring, the Usos managed to hang forward on the ropes before hitting a backdrop on the floor. The champions were trying to keep Ford from making the tag, but he managed to take Jay down before calling to Dawkins. Dawkins tagged in as Extreme Rules continued and took both Usos out of the corner. Jimmy sent Angelo outside before he caught the former off the dive. Dawkins got a near fall the suplex neckbreaker combo before the Usos hit him with a double team move. The Usos got a close count before they took Dawkins outside and sent him into the barricade. Ford came in with a dive to the outside, but the save was made. Jay and Jimmy teamed up on Ford and hit a double superkick and double Usos splash to pick up the win. I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. This is a really fun little match and of course the right result, but the saying was great. Meanwhile, backstage, Bobby Lashley called Big E chicken shit and challenged him to a title match tomorrow night at Raw. Definitely not opposed to that before he got Charlotte versus Alexa Bliss. It does make beg the question though why they didn't do that tonight, but oh well, that's besides the point. But Charlotte was dominating the ring early on at Extreme Rules and hit a backbreaker on Alexa. Alexa was then caught in a stretch but managed to reverse it with a Hurricane Rana. Bliss went for a baseball slide but Charlotte caught her and sent the challenger into the barricade. Flair got mat draw selection, nearly rolling Alexa for the 3 count before Alexa kept kicking out and Flair was getting frustrated. Charlotte was down and Alexa went for a Twisted Bliss before the Queen dodged it. They traded pins before the Queen snatched Lily from the corner and used the double as a distraction to hit natural selection for the win. Flair taunted Alexa after the match and destroyed Lily. Alexa was furious and loaded on Flair, sending her out of the ring. Flair countered and sent Bliss onto the apron and over the announcer's desk as Extreme Rules continued. I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10. The match was okay, but yeah, just this whole Lily stuff, it looks like it's continuing, because after the match, Alexa was absolutely devastated about Lily and started weeping in the ring. Alexa was foaming in the mouth and walked backstage as Extreme Rules went on. I just really don't know what to think about it, but yeah, not my type of thing, I think it's fair to say. Next up was Damien Priest versus Jeff Hardy versus Sheamus. Sheamus wiped out Jeff Hardy with a knee strike and sent him outside right away. Priest and the Celtic Warrior were fighting at ringside when Jeff came in with a dive. Hardy took out Sheamus too before Priest dived on top of both his opponents, taking them out. Hardy took the broken arrow before Sheamus dragged Priest out of the ring and hit him in the post. Back in the ring, Priest took the Irish Curse backbreaker and hit some chops. Hardy returned for atomic dropkick before Sheamus set a wound in the willow. Hardy took an Alabama slam from before Sheamus locked in a cloverleaf. Hardy went for a twist of face, but it was reversed and the Reckoning took the champion out. Damien then hit Sheamus with a chokeslam before Hardy interrupted. Priest took a knee to the face before Hardy nearly pinned him. Sheamus hit the bro kick on Hardy, but Damien sneaked him up to pick up the victory. I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10. Yeah, it was quite a frantic, fast-paced match, but it wasn't anything incredible for a pay-per-view. So yeah, it just gets an average 6 out of 10. But But yeah, I enjoyed it. Obviously the right result for Damien winning. Hopefully he can move on. And I'm kind of excited for his title reign. Before Big E was backstage at Extreme Rules and fired back at Bobby Lashley, accepting his challenge for the WWE title tomorrow night on Raw, which I'm definitely looking forward to. Before we got Becky Lynch versus Bianca Belair. Becky nearly took the KOD right off the bat before the champ went for the disarm her. But Belair hit a power slam and a splash for a near fall before sending Becky out of the ring. Belair then hit a vertical suplex before Becky grabbed her by the ponytail. Bianca got near fall off the spine master before hitting a huge fallaway slam. Bianca then went for the finish, but Becky locked in another disarm, and Bianca reached the ropes with her long legs, but Bianca blocked the manhandle slam, and the disarmer was locked in once again. Bianca was caught in a hold, but managed to lift Becky and hit a KOD. However, Sasha Banks ran in the ring, attacked Bianca, causing a DQ. Becky tried to talk to Banks, but she attacked her as well and took her out with a backstabber. I'm giving it a 7 out of 10. The match was okay. I kind of hope Bianca doesn't get lost in the shuffle, but yeah, if it's a triple threat match, no, I'm really looking forward to it. But yeah, it's great to see Sasha Banks back. This was okay on the whole. Moving on, then, it was main event time. Roman Reigns versus Demon Balor. Balor went for Roman's legs as the match started, and Roman hit a Samoan drop. Roman then grabbed a kendo stick from under the ring, but the Demon came up with 4 kendo sticks. Balor was hit with a running knee before Reigns went for a steel chair and smashed his opponent with it. Balor managed to take the champ down and hit a stomp on him. Roman then hit a drive-by on the apron as Balor was bringing a table into the ring. The match spilled out to the outside as Balor hit a crossbody from on top of the glass deck through another table before they headed back into the ring. Balor set up the table before Roman slammed him through it, and the Demon still managed to kick out of the pin attempt at Extreme Rules as the match continued. Roman hit a Superman punch and Balor was still going. Heyman got Reigns fired up before the Demon came back with a sling blade, and Balor drop kicked Roman out of the ring before hitting a dive on him. Back in the ring, Balor hit a coup de grace. The Usos broke up the pin and hit double super kicks on the Demon. The Usos got a table, but Balor countered their slam and took Jey Uso with a powerbomb through the announce desk as Roman hit a spear off the distraction. The light started flashing red and the Demon's heartbeat was heard on the speaker as Balor rose up and hit Roman with a steel chair. The Demon then set up for the finish and was about to hit it when the ropes fell. Balor fell from the top, hurting his knee, and Roman picked up the spear to get the win. This was a very, very weird ending. I don't know if, obviously it was designed to protect the Demon, but I just don't know if it did what it did. So yeah, on the whole it was probably an 8 out of 10 match, but because of the finish I'm going to have to demote it to a 7 out of 10. Overall, Extreme Rules 2021 gets a 7 out of 10 from me. Yeah, it was a weird show, this one. There was lots of good bits in it, lots of great matches, but yeah, some of the booking decisions, especially in the last 2 matches, were a bit questionable, I think it's fair to say. So I can see why some fans were a bit complaining, but on the whole, it was an okay show. But anyway guys, that's it for the video. Thanks very much for watching. So like, share, subscribe. Any thoughts, comments down below. Follow me on social media description below for daily wrestling news, and subscribe to my channel on the screen right now. It would be greatly appreciated. Thanks very much for watching. Peace!